Welcome back, everybody, to Fire Emblem Three Houses. It is your host here, Mark, aka SonicKamehameha, and I'm here with Gylith, yet again to get further in the story. And I'm here joined again with my friend Reggie, Jose, and we don't know if Explode will be able to talk in today's session, but he is with us right now. So, Reggie, anything you want to say before we move on?
Hello.
Okay, Jose.
Wow, I'm not gonna lie, that was weak. Just a hello. I'm like, dude.
Okay, fine. Fine. Hello, everybody. Greetings. Fare thee well, gentlemen and ladies alike. What? I don't know what the fuck I'm saying anymore. we are here gathered today to witness the journey. One bitch ass tried to turn an entire church, a school, a place of learning, a sacred gathering, his own personal harem and personal army to conquer the lands, lay waste to your villages, learn your... I don't know anymore. I'm running out of words here.
It was funny because you were talking about that while Byleth was walking. So it's almost like it was narrating for him.
Yeah. Fuck you.
New to this playthrough is Jose. So, before you introduce yourself, Jose, let me just recap what you missed. In case I don't know if you played this game already, or if not, or to its completion. Well, first of all, have you beaten this game or have you played it?
No, I have not played it actually.
Perfect. Okay, so this will be a learning experience for you. So, in terms of the story,
you're gonna miss most of the game.
Kinda, sorta, not really. We only went through 2 hours worth of this game last time. But yeah, Byleth, aka Gylith. Let me spell that out for you, so that way you're not out of the joke here. It is spelled Gylith. That is what I named him for this run. So Gylith here is pretty much our main protagonist for the game. We just went through the point where he got accepted to the church after saving Edelgard, Dimitri, and Claude from certain death. And we already did the first mock battle against the other schools, and now we're just exploring before the next mission, which I believe we have to go hunt down the bandits that were hired to kill the kids in the first place. By the way, we're also a teacher at a school, just because we saved those kids here of I want to say high majestic quality, I guess, because the church lady running the place just decided, you know what, let's make him a teacher for no apparent reason. So we just kind of go with it.
Wink.
I mean,
wink.
I ain't gonna lie. I'll be honest with you. That sounds a little sus to me.
Exactly. Exactly. And
it's like the church wants you to help. Why?
I don't know, guy. That's looking a little sus there. Maybe we should eject him.
What is space? So we're playing this game with all the DLC intact. So this area did not used to be here. This is Abyss, the underground portion of the church. In short, it's for all the people that are apparently not in favor of the church, but because they're underneath the church, they don't really care if they're down here or not because they're not peeking their heads out. So it's kind of like this underground society. There was an entire DLC chapter that is technically not canon, but they act as if it is canon. And if you play through the main story, which I'm doing right now, this entire area opens up and you're able to recruit the 4 original characters from that run, but they do not affect the plot whatsoever. They're just extra options you can get for your money.
Yeah, that reminds me so much of the Fire Emblem. Which one was it? Fire Emblem Fates?
Oh
yeah. Fates. Where you can get some of the old previous characters, and then it was just so that
like Roy from Melee.
From Melee.
The thing is, I know exactly where Roy comes from, and that's why I'm just like, I want to strangle you right now, Reggie.
You also get Ike from Brawl.
Okay, you know what? Listen here, you little shit.
Wait, but my favorite character is Marth from Fire Emblem Warriors.
Oh my god, I am done with all of you. Fire Emblem is my jam, and all I hear is blasphemy.
Oh, train incoming. Jose,
How you heard that this time?
yeah, I heard Jose summon a train against Reggie. Just how he just based on how angry he was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Normally it doesn't bleed into my microphone from with a closed window.
All right.
Huh.
So getting back on story here, we're gonna recruit the other two members of the Abyss clan here. This is Constance. Her
The
entire
Ashen Wolves.
Yeah, the Ashen Wolves. Yeah, this is Constance. Her entire character trait is that when she's in the shade, she is completely happy, go lucky, egomaniac type of individual. But the moment she steps out to the sun, she's super depressive and thinks that everything she says offends anybody that she talks to.
So she's my ex-girlfriend.
Oh.
Yeah, shots fired.
Oh.
I don't care no more.
But you didn't play this game.
Oh.
Oof.
So we're gonna invite her to the
That's a
roster just because. She has a cool design. I'm not really a big fan of her character.
In all honesty, her design, for me, it's basic compared to the others that the other characters I've met throughout the entire Fire Emblem series. She looks really basic.
We'll see if that changes when the time skip happens, because everyone gets a
Yeah,
brand new
hopefully.
design. This is
A
Yuri.
lot of the characters in this look pretty basic, actually.
This is
Yeah, I mean, like,
Which is sad.
Go for it.
This is the return to console.
this is Yuri. As the name implies, this guy, he's pretty much Claude. If Claude had more
wait,
knives,
it's a guy?
It's a guy.
Yes, it's a dude.
Yeah, I'll get
Do you
some.
see a skirt? No, those are shorts.
Hey, there's some girls that pull that look, and I ain't gonna complain.
All right. Well,
That's why.
This is Yuri. He pretty much in the context to where his story was, because he was like the headmaster group of that seek your mysterious teacher in Abyss. Perhaps he can. I gotta do a side quest before I get him in, and then recruit. Yes. So yeah, his main deal is that he has a lot of mysterious past related stuff. He killed some people, therefore the church did not like him, but they allowed him to stay underground. Yada yada. But that doesn't matter in this run because he's absolutely not important to the main campaign. So he's pretty much what you would expect. He's a trickster, but he's also he doesn't care if Violet is a girl or a guy. He will hit on you. So
basically, I was gonna say. So basically, he's our edgelord.
he's he's pretty much the edgelord if Haku was a edgelord from Naruto.
Yeah.
On that point, and in relation to the previous point, I'd like to say the only girl that the last email I saw that pulled off the look you guys were talking about would be Sasuke Uchiha during the tuning.
But he still looked male though.
What are you talking about? She had that onesies with the shorts.
You're talking about Sasuke, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You understand what he's saying?
It's been a while since I watched the part 1 of Naruto, so I forgot if he looked.
I'm saying Sasuke looks like a little bitch.
Oh, okay.
No. So,
I mean, I don't like Sasuke that much to defend him, so whatever.
So all I'm hearing is something. I mean, I'm sorry, Reggie. Can you speak English, my man? Because I don't speak little bitch.
Sir, I'm going to have to tell you, I do not appreciate that kind of language being used at me. So I will tell you right now what I am about to do. The next time you talk to me like that in any way, shape, or form, I'm going to take the back side of my hand and slam it across the right side of your face. Now, do you have a tech support problem?
Oh.
Yeah, I have a tech support problem. Fire Emblem Three Houses exist. That's my tech support.
Oh.
I am sorry, sir. But I cannot help you with that.
Have you
It is
tried
a
going to
little bit
GameStop?
problem, and I am not a little bitch to fix your shit. Please go away. I believe you can get your tech support fixed over at GameStop.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god.
So yeah.
No,
Okay, go ahead. In fact,
No,
use this time that I'm just doing busy work to explain a little bit your history with Fire Emblem, because I'm gonna do a lot of busy work before we get to the next major battle.
yeah, no. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. What I really liked about the original Fire Emblem, you know, from the GBAs, from the Super Nintendo, Super Nintendo Con, from the Japanese
Famicom.
one. Yeah, that one. And the GameCube ones was that you always got into the action almost immediately. It was always about either war or war.
Fascinating.
Yeah, I mean, like, but I don't know. Three Houses was one of those games that when I saw it, I was excited for. But then when I read, basically, it was going to be like Fire Emblem Fates, which everybody has agreed now that it's the worst one.
Sadly, I agree. I actually Fates was my first game, my first Fire Emblem game, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, you had shit exposure.
Well, I mean, sorry, but yes. But I enjoyed the game for what it was. I played Conquest. I played the Conquest game. That was my first one, and I legitimately had a really good time with it. I enjoyed the character designs. I enjoyed some of the story. I didn't say all, but some of the story and the challenge that came with it. Because technically, if you want to go even further than that, was it Advance Wars was my first Fire Emblem game that I played on the GBA, and I remember having such a fun time with how animations played out and strategy was all about in that game. It jived well with me. So when I was looking for my next Advance War fix, I realized they weren't going to make any more Advance War games. So I was looking for something similar to it that was grid based. So I looked up Fire Emblem and I said, I like anime waifus. I like anime style in general that the game offers. I'll go ahead and take a risk on this game that's been out for maybe 3 years already. And I picked it up and I said, you know what? I really like this. It's fun. And it reminds me of Advance Wars with the tactics. More complicated, which makes it better for me being older. And yeah, and I was like, okay, I like Fire Emblem. Tell me more. And then shortly afterwards, I just bought Birthright out of obligation. Never actually played it. Bought the Revelation DLC. Didn't get far in it. And then this game was announced, and I was like, I hope this game's actually good. And then I started talking to people like Reggie, who says Fate sucks. And then they made me actually think about what I was actually playing, and then I said, you know what, you're right. So, yeah, I mean,
pressured the shit out of him until his opinion was no longer valid.
I mean, like,
broken like a true internet idiot.
For me, my first Fire Emblem game was Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. That was the Game Boy Advance one. That one.
Nice.
That one holds a special place in my heart. And then I played. That was the first one I played, and then the next one I played after that one was the Fire Emblem. It was supposed to be, I guess, the Sealed Sword. The Japanese version.
Oh, the Binding Blade.
Yeah, but they called it the Sealed Sword for some fucking. The one with Lyn.
Oh no, that's the Blazing Sword.
Blazing Sword, yeah, that's the one I played after.
That's the prequel to the one with Roy.
Yeah, and I fucking loved that one.
Oh yeah, me too. I never beat it though. I got stuck on Nina's extra chapter.
Oh, you mean the one that she has to kill her adopted mom? Yeah.
Yeah, I almost beat it like 5 times in a row. Each time something happens that ruins it. I was like, shit.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
That
those
sounds
random
familiar.
Fucking crits.
That
those
sounds
random
super
ass
familiar.
fucking crits. Yeah, no, the random ass crits is what really fucking pisses me off.
Yep.
It's like you have the perfect run. All your characters have pretty much almost beat the boss, and then out of nowhere, the boss fucking crits your main hitter, and you're like, are you fucking kidding me?
Or something else crits me, and it's like, shit, that's my squishy character.
I thought you couldn't reach it. What the fuck?
Or the worst thing, enemy recruits show up out of nowhere and then they take priority and they move within that time that they show up and take out your units.
Oh my god. No, that has been annoying as hell, dude. It's happened.
Yeah, it still happens in this game as well. So good to see nothing's really changed.
Oh yeah, no. I mean,
I'm
I'm gonna be real quiet, and I want to turn.
Oh, okay.
I first played Fire Emblem Awakening, and I liked it because sword goes stab.
I mean, like for me, Fire Emblem has always been that series that is all about pretty much kids going into war. That's one of the reasons with the newer ones when it started to become more of a waifu simulator. That's when I was just like, bruh, why?
Waifus are just a side thing.
They were. Now
They
they're
needed
kind of. Now they're a selling point.
Yeah, I mean, like
they're still not the main focus.
That doesn't matter.
Bonus.
That's what they're banking their selling on.
Yes, but people who know more about it will know to buy it for different reasons.
But that's not the point they're trying to get at. They're saying that the waifus are the ones enticing people to buy these games. So that's why they've been making that more integral to the features of the game. Like if we were to just cut out the school bit and go straight to mission, I don't think this game would have sold nearly as well because they're banking on the fact that people want to go ahead and rub that screen and say I love you waifu between battles.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, I could say the same thing for the Dead or Alive franchise. Like those are really solid fighting games.
But
I really like them.
But they add the sex
But
appeal
people
because that will sell more.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now that's all it's known for. And it's
Yeah,
like
they
that
even
sucks.
And they made that, and now they made those side games, with the girl, just the girls.
Yeah,
only, and you're just
and
like,
that's all they're known for now, even though that's not even the focus.
Mhm.
So,
Oh, I'm also
Yeah.
gonna quickly interrupt on the tangent of waifu. By the way, Jose, this is best girl. This is my best girl for the game right here. This is Net. You will love her and you will appreciate her. At least pretend to on this stream. That's all I gotta
I'm gonna
say.
hope she dies.
She won't.
It's like
She'll never go into battle.
No, she
Mark,
will.
Mark will restart that game.
Yes, I will
Mark
restart.
will restart that game multiple times to make sure he don't die.
Oh my goodness. All right, so go on about
New
the
rule for the streams: death is permanent.
I mean, I am playing on classic
no.
mode.
I mean,
There
like,
should be no reason.
I mean, in all honesty, that's been a problem right now with the main series games.
There's too much
With a
fluff.
lot of them. No, it's just that they appeal now more into the waifus and actual story. Because I mean, like Fire Emblem Fates itself could have been a great game.
Yeah, it had such a good premise.
Yeah.
They shat all over it.
Exactly. and the thing is, it's like it could have been better than Fire Emblem Awakening. It could have.
Oh yeah.
Inside the cathedral, there is a
But they decided to go with the waifu route, and it's like, no, now if you marry these certain people with this certain people, oh my god, it's gonna be fucking amazing. And you're just like, but why though?
Yeah, but why?
Yeah.
It made things too convoluted with the whole kid system that they added.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Awakening, it made sense. There was time travel involved. Fates, it made no sense. Oh yeah, so you're just gonna, after you S support, you're gonna go into this forest place that apparently is a singularity in itself, and you're gonna come out in like a day. Well, it's like, lo and behold, it's the hyperbolic time chamber. Woohoo! You just gave birth.
No, it's the Chow Garden. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, but its inclusion was stupid.
True.
Yeah,
They should not. Child units should not have been a thing in Fates.
I think
It just should.
I think it should have only been relegated to the main character and at least the girl choice, not for every single shipping. If you want to get down to it, if they wanted to,
Possibly.
they have all these combinations.
Well, the thing is also the main problem I had with the story is if you play Birthright, you know, the one with where you choose basically the Japanese family, you know,
Yeah.
it made no fucking sense because you go, wait a second, your character's been living with, you know, basically been living with the North, you know, with the North. I forgot the name of the
Nori?
Nori.
Yeah,
You were right. You were right. Yeah.
You right.
yeah, the North. You know, he was living with the Nords his entire life, and he's just gonna be like, "Later's fam."
Well, part of it
No.
is that he's okay. So the thing is that he was born to Hoshido, and then he was taken by Nor as a political hostage, essentially.
Well, that's the thing, though. It wouldn't make sense of him leaving
There
his
was also
Nord.
the BS of him remembering the Hoshido family.
He was like he was young, but not like a baby. Is the thing? So he did live there long enough to know the others, all four siblings. That's the thing. Same goes for Azura, Aqua, whatever you want to call her. It's just the reverse.
Yeah, but the thing is,
you mean your cousin?
Yeah.
That you can marry.
Yep.
And have 2 kids with.
Yep.
Wait, 2?
Yeah. Because,
oh yeah, that's right.
Because
Yeah.
each one has their own.
She has her right. I forgot. Yuri exists.
Well, that's like I said. That was the problem for me because I'm just like the thing is he was basically raised by these, you know, by this other family. They treated him like complete family, and when you play Birthright, you're just his character just goes. You know what? I'm choosing my real family, and I'm just like, what?
The siblings treated him like family. The rest of the kingdom did not.
That's true. That's true.
But that's the point, though. It's like your siblings treat you nice. You don't know these other people who are claiming. You know, the thing is, if you put yourself in that position,
maid and your old mentor dude. He was more of a father than any of your fathers.
Yeah.
Was it
but that's
Guile?
my point is.
Oh, Gunter.
Yeah,
Gunter was the guy.
Yeah, because the entire point for me, it was just the fact that it was like, all right, cool. You know what? It's understandable that you know he's gonna do this, he's gonna do that, but then when he just goes, you know what? I prefer my real family over you guys, and I'm just like, that doesn't make sense. I wouldn't choose. Like if it was like I'll need proof to know that you're really my family, because for all I know, you guys can be fucking lying. And then I can just be like, why the fuck you lying?
Well, to be fair, in the final confrontation, his Ornorian siblings do tell him, yeah, we kind of lied to you, but we are still kind of a family if you think about it. So you could argue that Korin felt betrayed, and if he chose the Hoshidan side, he had the reason that, oh yeah, they lied to me for all this time. Screw them. I'm not going to be joining up with them anymore. Also, also like remember, Korin's kind of dumb. Also, you got to remember that Korin's pretty dumb.
Oh yeah, no. Korin himself as a protagonist, he's a very. I mean, I don't want to sound really, you know, offensive, but he's a special needs child. No, he's a special needs child for sure. Because I'm like
being raised by Camilla really does that to you.
Yep.
Bro,
yep.
If I get
special needs, yeah.
Bro, if I get smothered between those watermelons, of course. I'll act like a baby all the time.
Hey! If it makes you feel any better, I chose Camilla as the waifu for my run for Fates.
Your same sister.
Stepsister.
But we're not related,
what are you
so
doing,
it's okay.
Step bro?
But it's okay.
What are you doing, Step bro?
It's weird. It's weird because when you have those relationship talks where they're like, "Oh, honey, I love you," and then you cut to main story where she's referring to you as brother, it comes off as jarring, which is again another problem with the game.
But then again, you also got to take into account they're all royals. That's kind of a thing in a lot of feudal royal families. Yeah.
And then there's
So
that
you gotta
Xander
take it with a
problem.
grain of salt.
And then there's that Xander problem you told
The
me
problem
about as well.
is that they justify a whole not being blood related thing with letters and adoption, but when it comes to Azure, they just
Hand wave it.
did not care.
Yeah. Because nobody
Of
is
course not,
related to
because-
him except Azura. That's it. That is like
Yeah.
the definitive deal.
Yeah, the rest of them are either step siblings or half siblings. No, they're all.
It's
was it?
complicated. Corn's Facebook.
They all have the same father, but they all have different mothers. That's what it was.
Corn's Facebook status is my life's complicated.
Yeah, pretty much. His entire that'll be his entire point. It's like, dude, my entire life is just
A lie.
Yeah, so that's one point of view from why he could have chose that. And then there's the part where he says, "I don't want to join any of you guys. You guys are gonna join me." That's pretty much what Revelation was all about.
And then there's the one where he joined Smash,
That was like his
Yeah.
best choice.
right?
I mean, like-
He was so bullshit in Smash.
I mean, they were going down that route. They could have done a better job, like I said, with Fate. It
Oh,
had
yeah,
so many
definitely.
problems.
Yeah, Reggie and we had a
I mean, like-
conversation about how Corrin does not deserve to be in Smash because Smash is reserved for the elite, best of the best from your franchise, and Corrin was not the best of the best of his franchise.
No.
No,
Oh,
he wasn't.
Xander would have been a better choice.
Xander. No, actually, no. Xander had the one problem I have with Xander is how the fuck did he got what's her name? Pearl?
Harry?
Harry as her
Yeah.
as her retainer.
Yeah, that's
Her-
weird.
because Xander, is this majestic, and and the thing is, yes, I'm gonna simp over him. He's this majestic.
That's fine. He's like the best character in the whole game.
Wait, you mean
Yeah,
wait, asterisk right
If you look at his supports anyway, he's the best character in the game.
Yeah, because he's legitimately the only one that actually has a personality that's actually good.
Yeah. And then you see him in the story and you realize, oh, his personality was taken away from the story. Shit. But then you look at his supports, like, he's such a good character.
Yes, because he even when he's talking to some of the Hoshido
Yeah.
party members, he just basically goes, okay, tell me, how can I fix this? How can we make this better? And I'm just like, that's a good character trait he has.
Yeah. And the story does not give a shit.
No. The story treats him like garbage, and then they gave him Perry as his retainer, which goes completely against his fucking character.
Yeah.
Perry is the
Like-
psycho, right? She's the psycho, right?
Yes.
Okay.
She's the Harlequin ripoff in armor.
To be fair, she
I honestly forgot
did
she
get
existed.
traumatized as a kid.
I
Not
honestly
an
forgot she
excuse.
existed.
Like, if you've seen her character design, you know she does not fit that fucking game.
You know what I think?
Yeah.
I think Nintendo or whoever developed the game, they were like, okay, let's create random anime characters and just like randomly assign them to each lord, and then we'll just kind of write around that.
And then they dragged in the Awakening Kids.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I had so many fucking problems with Fates, and then Awakening had its problems, but at least Awakening tried, since they knew it was that Awakening was supposed to be the last Fire Emblem game.
Yes, yeah, I think that's all
Yeah.
common knowledge by now. Yeah.
Which is why they put so much effort into it.
Before beginning election.
Yes, and then you get Fate afterwards, and you're like, no, you
They're
guys deserve to
coasting.
go bankrupt. No, at this point, I
They're
would have been. No, for me, I would have been like, no, you guys deserve to go bankrupt.
No, but I think
Right.
I think Nintendo only saw the waifus as the selling point. So they're like, put more of that in there. Put more of that in there. That obviously is what's making the money. And-
Awakenings had good characters. That's all there was to it. Also, the plot was relatively decent. It was a little nonsensical at moments. In fact, a lot of
Yeah.
them. But like,
Yeah,
it was
the worst game ever.
but at least like for Awakening, like it was solid.
Yes.
It wasn't like it was by no means perfect, right? But you had a solid main cast. You had a really good supporting cast, and the story itself was pretty much very simple to follow.
Yes.
Also, it gets
Did some
started like
stuff.
right away too.
I mean, like when we're going down that route, for me, Fire Emblem has always been, basically a bunch of kids going into war. That's
Yeah.
always been from the very beginning, and that's what made the game for me,
Relatable?
really good because
Relatable.
I don't want to say relatable. I want to say it made it really good because if you think about it, the effort that you get to know all these characters one by one, because when you recruit them through the chapters, you get those little quirks with them, and then when you have to like forcibly have them next to each other, in combat
Yep.
to gain their support and just read the support conversation during that combat, made it fascinating. Because you realize these are not just these kids are not just killing machines. They're kids.
They're people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what made it. And the thing is, it's like, oh yeah, no, there were people. There were people that you would want to pair with other people. But then you get fucking fates, and they throw that out the window.
We'll do our best.
Or it became more about relationships instead of the characters.
Instead of the character development.
Yeah, which is sad.
Exactly.
So
It's like it still has some actual characters, but like they're definitely a shell of what they were.
I'm certain
Yeah.
we'll improve.
I will say one thing that stayed consistent though: the battles are fun.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Reading one thing, Fates, the battles were fun, and they had a lot of customization for it for a game that I was coming in from Advanced Wars, which was very limited in what you could do. Coming into Fates in the battle system, story aside, was really fun, and it engaged me to play at least 2 more times. So I had a good time. So.
Don't get me wrong. The actual battles for Fates, for all the Fire Emblem games have been amazing. It's just the story just took a big giant ass dip.
Yeah, and that kind of matters when you're a narrative-based game.
Because don't get me wrong, I fucking love Advanced Wars. Advanced Wars, fucking 10 out of 10.